Yeah. Come on. Let's talk it out. Say what you wanna say. Let's talk. Let's talk whatever you've been through.
All right, all right. Welcome to the Let's Talk Show with DM Entertainment. Every week we discuss heartfelt topics that matters. Opinions are respected. Awareness meets action. We're not just discussing, we're connecting, educating, and celebrating in Fresno and Clovis areas. We'd like to thank you for tuning in today. It's Wednesday, June 11th, 2025. We are filming at the beautiful CMAX Studios here in the Central Valley. I am Lashonda Lee, your host, and let me introduce my co-host. Hey, beautiful. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Lilly, and I am so excited to be here today. I'm excited for this month, and I just cannot wait. I'm excited. Juneteenth. I'm just excited. Yes.
Juneteenth. All right. Our special guest, introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Landon Green. I am the president of the Freedom Groups. We are the governing organization over the Juneteenth celebration here in the lovely city of Fresno.
Woo! Yes. We're excited.
Oh, I'm Tamisha Steele. Your local realtor, stylist, interior designer, whatever else you want me to be.
You're just so talented.
I'm happy to be here. I'm hot.
Oh, okay. We're happy to have you back.
I am Lakeya, better known as Kiki, here in Fresno all my life. I am happy to be here and be discussing these topics, so look forward.
Okay. All right. So tell me something, y'all. Are y'all ready for some sizzle?
Sizzle.
All right. Sizzle, 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 sizzle. Okay. What's up, California? We got the National Guard rolling into LA, Los Angeles. And they actually is downtown LA. And they're there to protect. They say they're there to protect the protesters that's marching for justice for the immigrants who are getting targeted unfairly just because of their Latino and Hispanic roots. But is this an emergency? Or is it just a major call abuse of power from you-know-who? Let's take a quick peek and see what's going on.
Senator Cory Booker, a senator from the state of New Jersey, joining us after many people remember the history-making address you gave where you discussed the stakes and how this is about democracy. Your response to what we're seeing in California right now, and do you believe the president has the authority to deploy Marines for what looks like potentially domestic policing?
Well, again, you laid it out clearly. This is about the rule of law, and it needs to be followed by everyone. We are a nation of a law, not a nation governed by the whims of a president. And I looked very clearly at the statute. Article 10 of the Federal Code, Section 12406 says it very, very clearly that the president must. It says that it shall go through the governor's office before taking a step like this. He did not. He went around the governor's office. The head of the LA police has said that this is causing severe challenges in terms of logistically and coordinating their own response. This is making the situation in Los Angeles worse, not better, to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars for American taxpayers.
Wow. Now, when I looked at that, I just seen a couple of things. I seen different flags. I seen American flag, and then I seen some other flags. So tell me, how do you feel about this protest, Kiki?
I feel that Donald Trump is wasting the taxpayers' money. I think this is an abuse of power, And it looks like the protests were peaceful before all of the police and things got involved. I think when they do things like that, it causes an uproar of anger. Like, why are you policing me? This is a peaceful protest. I think it's just an abuse of power on Trump's part. That's what I think.
All right. Tamisha?
Same. It's unnecessary. That makes sense. I don't even know what else to say about it. It doesn't make sense. Every time they deploy this type of artillery or authority in these types of cases, and you're not letting the governor of the state control what's going on, even the police is there just to watch. You're only supposed to be there to watch. Now, if something get out of hand, then you're supposed to handle it. But they're not doing that. You know what I mean? And they make it, like she said, they antagonize the situation by being there, first of all. And secondly, they make it worse by interacting with the people. You know, just like how when Black people were protesting after George Floyd, and we were in Washington, D.C., and they came out with the rubber bullets on the crowd of people. I don't understand. Like, I just think that man is crazy.
Okay, Landon.
I think that it is strategic. I think that it is strategic. And I think what is happening is I think this administration has an agenda. And one of the agendas that they have is, look, this is California. And California has been known as a sanctuary state. And California's economy alone on the world stage is great. California could operate on its own and be its own entity. And this administration knows that. And I think that they were looking for a way and an excuse to get in and do something and to stir up some trouble. And that's exactly what we have. And I think it's very dangerous when we get into a situation in the United States where the military is used on its own people in any shape, form, or fashion. Those are very, very troublesome and very dangerous waters. And we have to be very, very careful because history has shown. History has shown us that is a pathway that we really should not be going down. And there are laws that are and have been in place and that are set in place. So why is it that it seems that some people now, and why is it that one person or an administration is above the law? Why does that law not work? What the same laws that we've been governed by and that we are held to, why is there a different set of rules? Why is there a different set of standard? Whenever they want to do what they do, they just do it. And then they explain it. And that doesn't make it right. And just because you can do it, it doesn't make it right. And if we become a nation where we don't follow our own laws, then we become lawless. And then what do we have?
Donald Trump as the president.
Forever, ever.
He a whole felon.
Well,
That's the truth. It's different ways that they're supposed to function. And he's saying, I don't care about the judges. I don't care about the Congress. I don't care about, or the governors or the mayors. I'm going to do everything I want to do. And they're going to have to just sit back and take it. Now, if it was, like you said, if it could have been a Hispanic or African-American, if Obama would have did it, it would have been chaotic. It would have been, oh, goodness gracious. So, like you said, why do some people have certain set of standards and other people, I mean, is it privilege?
Yes, that's exactly what
I'm thinking, is it the privilege
It's
that they have?
America. We've been in America for a long time, looking like we look. Amen. It's America. It is what it is.
Lil?
Yes, Trump is out of control. He's like a little kid that's in a playpen. He's somebody took his toy and now he's running rambunctious and he wants his toy back. So he's clowning. What somebody needs to do is they need to spank his behind and put him back in place. I know he is what they call the president of these United States, but you know, somebody needs to step up. Somebody needs to do something. And I was telling him, I said, you know, I always, you know, I don't wish, you know, hurt on nobody, but my goodness, This man needs to be brought down. My mother used to say this was a gospel song, Lord, if I'm too high, you bring me down. And they need to bring him down. He's hurting people. He's got the military in place to hurt people that was peaceful protesting. And I'm like, you didn't have that in place when they was in Washington, when they went in the White House and they did all this, not the White House, but the Capitol, and they did all of this, killing people. I said, you did not let military come there and stop them. And then, yes, it's privilege. It's a color thing. It have always been a color thing. I mean, you know, if you're not the right color, I'm sorry, but you're on the low totem pole. And it's sad because a lot of people didn't understand what black people went through with. And now he's focusing on Mexican, Hispanic. He's focusing on them. He's hurting them. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, this is just a whip of what we went through with. I've even had to tell a young lady, she was saying, you know, well, they do my people like this, and my people get in the field, and, you know, they do this and they do that, and, you know, and I was like, and nobody's ever did that. And I said, well, correction, sweetheart. I said, my ancestors did it. They worked in the fields. Mm-hmm. They worked in the fields for free. Mm-hmm. I said, at the end of the day, if you didn't pick the amount of cotton or whatever it is that you're supposed to be picking, you got beat. And I'm talking, but it's sad that this is happening in America. 2025. This is sad.
And so, like you said, it's different branches of government,
mm-hmm.
and he's not paying attention to any of them.
Nope.
He don't want to. He's sending people over. He's just sending people. He said pretty soon, the statement that he made is, if he don't like somebody here, then he'll send them back to wherever they came from.
Right.
So it's we have a lot to think about and to be aware of. Like you said, it's Mr. Green. It is strategic. This is what they're doing to pump what? Fear. Mm-hmm. Fear in all of us. Fear, so we have to listen to what he's saying. Yes. He don't want no laws. As a matter of fact, he want to write them. Mm-hmm. He want to write all the laws.
Yes.
If he can get away with it. What's that, Project 25? Mm-hmm. 20, what was that project?
2025.
Mm-hmm. This is strategic. Mm-hmm. This is what they supposed to get rid of education. It's just a lot of stuff. But once they get through with the Hispanic, guess who left?
No, they already went
what they gonna be trying to get us? You know, I think they're gonna try to come after us.
Yeah, because you remember
they already targeted us. They ain't coming after us. They've been at us. We ain't never stopped being at us.
Right.
So now it's just somebody else's turn to get a dose of the medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sad to see.
You know, and it's a hard thing to say, or a harsh reality to even look at, or to even as a black person have that come out of your mouth to say, it's just they turn now. You know, it's horrible to say. But the reality is that's what it is, because you gotta look at who you put in office. 80% of the people, you know what I mean? When you have all these people who were for Trump at one time, and then you voted for this man, and he turned around and did you like this? He did you like that the first election. Mm-hmm. Turn around, got on the news, put all your people, we need to vote for Trump. You voted for him, and then you turn around and did you again? You didn't see from the first one?
Yes.
It's like the old saying, the snake in the ice. You seen the snake in the ice? Man seen him. Felt sorry for him. Put him in his bosom to warm him up. When he warmed him up, that snake bit him. And he told the snake, he said, I've seen you in the ice, just about dead, and I took you and put you in my bosom, warmed you up. He said, what did you do? You bit me. Mm-hmm. And that snake told him, you knew I was a snake when you picked me up.
Absolutely. That's it.
So that's Trump.
Moral of the story.
Yep.
Wow, it's so true. But we'll keep each other in prayer. We'll keep them in prayer, and we'll keep moving on, and we'll be hoping that things can get better in LA, and Newsom, what's his name? Newsom? Governor Newsom can do something about it, because I think he's going to be suing the administration.
Praying for him.
Because he feels like, you're overstepping that's just like you being a father, right? You talk to your son. Somebody come in from out of nowhere and just tell you, move back. Hey, you do this. He'd be like, but I'm the father. It's the same thing that's going on. That's how he's feeling. He's overstepping. He don't care who is the father or who's the governor. It's just sad. It's really
they
sad.
rejected the, I think it was yesterday, and they rejected his petition.
Did they?
Because he trying to sue, but whatever it was he put in yesterday, I forgot. But they denied it.
Yeah, but he'll probably try to do it again. He has no other choice. He has no other choice.
I just think he should separate us from them. just like when they had an interview with the African president, and he thought he was going to bully him. He shut him down, didn't he? Did you hear anything else about that? I said, he said, who are you to tell me? And I told him, I said, okay, that's what I'm saying. Right there. Now, Zelensky sit there and he bowed down. Brother man didn't bow down. No, they can function without us.
Exactly.
That's
a big difference too. But guess what? This is the month of June. Guess what happens in June? Graduations everywhere. Little kids graduate, middle school students graduate, and the high school students, and even some college students graduate. So we have one graduate that I wanted to speak about. She's from Bullitt High, and who's not only a total rock star, but also the valedictorian of her class. Her name is Oneal Hollins, and you can catch her face on the billboard on Blackstone and Griffin. She's headed to the University of California, Irvine, to major in engineering. Let's give her some love. Let's give it up for her. Good job, Ms. Hollins. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. So we're going to be sending all our best vibes to your future and all your future endeavors. So another good thing that's coming up is Father's Day.
Yes.
Sunday. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Everybody remember Mother's Day.
Do we forget?
Some people do.
Yes.
Some people really, I hear that a lot. They love us mothers, And some of the mothers even talk about how they the father. No, we're not the fathers. We're the mothers. If they only can have one mother and one father. But it's right around the corner. And we will be talking about it as soon as we come back from this break.
Love CMAC but don't have all the channels on your TV? CMAC is now available on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and it's always free. Watch any of the 3 channels whenever you want with the power of your remote. Got an Apple TV? You can stream CMAC live or on demand using the free CMAC app. On the home screen, open the App Store. Now search CMAC. The CMAC app will pop up. You can download the app, and that's it. Got a Roku TV? Using the main menu on the left, go to Streaming Channels. From here, go to Search Channels. Type CMAC, and the CMAC channel will pop up. Download it, and that's it. Have a new Fire TV? On the home screen, just click on the search icon in the top left corner and search CMAC, or use the microphone and say CMAC. The CMAC app will pop up, select it, and download the app. That's it. You'll be able to stream CMAC live or watch your favorite programs on demand. For the latest updates, follow us on social media or check out cmac.tv. Happy streaming.
Welcome back. And as we were discussing before, this Sunday is going to be Father's Day. So we have our beautiful co-host here, Tamisha, and she wants to share some love for her dad, share some love and honor her dad today, Mr. Steele. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
My dad?
Yes.
I feel like I'm kind of put on the spot a little bit, but my dad passed March 8th. But I don't know how to describe my daddy. Like he was definitely like a man's man. Like my daddy could fix anything, and for whatever reason, I felt like he was the strongest person in the world. Like my daddy had one arm. He had a stroke. And even though he had one arm, I'm still bringing him the jars. Like, Dad, open this. Daddy, can you fix this? Like, he got one arm, one leg is slow. Like,
Yeah.
but he would still do it. Here, hold it. I got it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. My daddy was like one of those. Is like a sentimental person. Most of the things he did, there was a reason for most of the stuff he did, but despite the fact that he didn't have a dad, he did all he could to make sure he was a present dad.
Wow.
So I think that's like the best thing I could say. And he loved my mama. Like, my mom and my dad was together. I'm 45. So they were together 47 years when my dad passed away.
Now that's a marriage.
Yeah.
That's a marriage.
Yes.
Right.
Good times and bad times.
All
huh?
of it.
Yep.
All
Yep.
the stuff.
So could you tell me something that he may have taught you, something he said to you or taught you that you'll always remember?
I could say there's a lot, but for the most part, it's know who you are. You know what I mean, and don't let nobody change who you are. You know, you gonna be who you gonna be, and you don't apologize for who you are. And you don't. If I said something, I may have said it the wrong way, but I meant what I said. My daddy was not an apology person. He meant what he said, and he told the truth. There was no. It wasn't no sugarcoating stuff. You was gonna get all the truth, whether you wanted it or not.
Wow.
So that was just how he was, and anybody could tell you, like, whether you wanted to hear it or not, you was gonna get it.
So that's something you always gonna keep with you and treasure when you
Yeah,
had
like
said it.
you definitely just present yourself as yourself, and your truth is your truth, and put it out there, and those who don't like it, they know where to go.
Well, you gonna sure keep his memory alive, ain't you? But I can tell you it's a daddy girl, and I
Yeah,
used to
I
look at your
am still
pictures.
daddy.
I look at them all the time, and it just brings so much joy to my heart to see the connection and the bond that you guys shared together. Okay, well, I'm sorry. She ain't spoiled. I ain't gonna even put her on the spot like that.
You can
well,
say it.
beautiful Kiki, come tell us a little bit about your father.
Okay, a little bit about my dad. My dad, his name is John Edward Oneal, and I believe my dad is the GOAT of all dads. He is like the man's man. He's my Superman, my Hercules. It's like he is like my everything. My dad fixed everything. He emphasized on family. We are a big giant family. And I have like 3 other biological brothers and sisters, but I have maybe like 30 brothers and sisters, if that means anything. And my dad was just like, it was always family. Just, love your family. Mm-hmm. He taught us everything. I learned how not to get gypped at the brake place because he told me everything that was going to be wrong with my car, and don't let them tell you this is what it is and charge you that extra $200 that you don't need to pay. And so I call my dad for everything. It's like I'm a daddy's girl. And you can say I am spoiled. Not rotten, but I'm spoiled. So, yeah, my dad is like, if you think of dads, he would just be in the dictionary as this is what a dad is supposed to be. I think he was born for this. So, my dad is awesome. He still is awesome. And now that he's gotten older, he's very sentimental. So it's like he wants to create memories and things like that. So I make sure that I go visit. Try not to go over there every day, but at least 2 or 3 times a week, and just kind of spend time with him and things like that. So, yeah, my dad is awesome. That's why we so big on Father's Day, because my dad was involved in everything that we did, everything, and he still is.
That is
Still is.
amazing.
That's good.
You two are some very lucky ladies.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And I
love
didn't
it.
tell y'all my daddy name. My daddy name is James Edward Steele.
All
I just
right.
said that he
Okay.
passed away. My daddy named
Yes.
James. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
Edward
all
name.
right.
Probably
Yeah,
got it,
it's
John
Edward.
Edward. Yeah.
When she said John Edward, I was like, hey, that's my daddy middle name.
Wow, that is awesome.
Oh, and I also want to give a shout out to my man. His name is Gabriel. He is an awesome father as well. He takes on kids after kids, and the way he helps me with my daughter, it's very awesome. So I want to give him a shout out, just in case he don't know. You are an awesome father.
Oh, okay, we got another one. Hey, Lil, tell us a little bit about your wonderful dad.
Yes, my dad has been gone for 9 years. I lost him and my mom the same year, 2016. My father was 103 years old when he passed.
Oh,
The
gosh,
father of
damn.
16 children, 8 girls and 8 boys. And a lot of people say, oh, that from your mother? Well, my dad's first wife, she had 8 children. She passed on. So he met and married my mom, which was some few years maybe in between the older ones. She was young. So after she helped him raise his children, she had 8. So, but my father worked in fields. He used to tell us about, and we had to let him know that if you had to ask someone permission to go from one property to another one, you were a slave. So he taught me how to change oil in my car. He taught me how to change my tires. My father taught me how to make gravy with the old-fashioned
Good
way.
gravy.
You brown the flour, and you put all the little good little onions and all that stuff. And my father taught me how to do that. My father taught me you have to dig peanuts from under the ground. I was looking at a vine on the I thought it was on the fence where he had it. No, baby, dig right there by your feet. Just reach down there and pull it up. Potatoes. He gardened. He also taught us when, you know, a lot of times when your father and he ends up, you know, say for instance, some fathers tip out, or my father's situation where his wife passed and he had other children, he explained to the first set and the second set, there is no step. And everybody was like, well, you got different mothers. He said, don't mean nothing. He said, the Bible said, I am the bloodline. You came from me, I'm the seed. You have to explain all that. My father taught me a lot. You got collard greens, you got mustard greens. I can take these collard greens and plant them over here, there, and there. Where did they come from? From that package of collard greens, mustard seed. He said, and what is you guys' last name? Harris. You're mine. Your mother was just a vessel for you to pass through. He taught us all that. He said, these kids are mine. Wow. But you have some men that don't think that way because they don't know better. But my father taught me, when a man come to you to see you, he honk his horn. I wish you would walk out that front door. He said, he better be a man and come in my house. He
said, he better come
and meet me. My parents, I thank God for them because they could read people. They would laugh and talk with young men I dated. My father told me that. He said he would read them out and laugh and talk with them. I said, Daddy, I said, so what do you think about him? My dad said, oh, he ain't no good. And I was like, Daddy, how do you know this? You laughed and talked with him. He said, you can laugh and talk with people that ain't no good. He said, but he's not for you. But you know, my father, and you know, like she was saying, my father was a father of fathers. He was I'm telling you, he was a father. He was a preacher. He taught us how to live. You know my dad. So, and it's like he taught us how to live. If you're going to be saved, you be saved. You don't straddle the fence because the devil owns the fence. So he taught us a lot. And that's the reason why when I talk, I always use biblical, because it makes sense.
It does.
And it is real. So I thank God for my parents, my father. I wish he was here. There's questions I have that I know that he has the answers to. I have a dream, and I know he has the answer to it. He'll say, let me pray on it. And he would come back with the answer. But I miss him so much. But hopefully one day, I'll be in the same place where he's at.
Wow. Such wonderful stories. Would you like to say something about your dad? Are you okay?
I would like to say that I would basically like to change the narrative a little bit
Okay.
because I'm a father.
Yes, you are.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I have an 11-year-old child whose birthday was just yesterday.
Oh,
And when he turned 11, and I tell my son all the time that he is the best thing that I've ever been a part of, and he is my greatest accomplishment. Just seeing him grow, and I thank the Lord for entrusting his soul to me, to be able to guide him and to lead him. You know, it's not easy being a single father,
Right.
but it must be done. And, you know, instilling the values and showing him how to be a man. And one of the things that you learn is that they're always watching. So, you know, my son, you know, God knows what he's doing, because, you know, when I have my son and in the way that things would end up, it's one of those things to where everything that I do with him in mind. And knowing that, you know, so it keeps me out of a lot of trouble because of the simple fact that, you know, I always have the thought if something happens to me, if I make a misstep, what happens to him? And then not only that, you know, there's what you say, and they listen to what you say, but they do as you do. So one of the things that we practice in my house is we practice walking the walk and talking the talk.
Exactly.
You know, it's very important that my son know the Lord, and that we keep God in the center point of our lives, because I know that that will keep him balanced. And I know that at some point he's going to need that foundation, and that is a great foundation to have, as far as your decision making, your morals and your ethics in the different things. So I take fatherhood very seriously, and you know, just and to be a man, you know, and to take accountability for what you do, and grow in that. And I'm just thankful that I have the opportunity, because I learn from him every day as well. You know, I am him and he is me. So, you know, and together we are family, you know, so you get Landon and Landon.
Oh, I have to clap on that one. I'm going to tell you something. We don't often talk about fatherhood. A lot of people in our culture, we don't, because there's so many fathers that's missing. So just to hear you guys' story and to hear how you feel about being a dad and how important it is to you to be a dad, it gladdens my heart. But before we go to break, which we is, and one second, I have to give it up to my husband, Richard. He is one of the greatest dads and granddad papas in the world. Let me tell you, if me and my husband get into a disagreement, my girls gonna come and where dad at? Is he all right? They going to the dad. They ain't coming to me. And they love him so much. If he got sick, he got sick. And I said, oh, your daddy at the hospital. They come back and how my dad? They'll call me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. How's dad doing? I didn't mean to wake you up. They love their dad. So it means so much, and the grandkids adore them. A lot of men step up, and like your dad said, there's no such thing as stepdads. They call him dad because he's an excellent dad, and he's an excellent husband, and I'm very thankful to have him in my life. But we know Juneteenth is around the corner too, and we got the scoop on all the juicy festivities. But first, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned.
What I love about CMAC is that they provide me with the knowledge,
the equipment, the space to express myself,
to amplify my voice,
to share my story. My story.
My story. Go to cmac.tv/my story to learn more.
All right. Guess what? We are back, and we have a special guest that we would like to welcome, Mr. Landon Green. Give it up for him. Woo-hoo. Welcome to the Let's Talk Show. So, you're here to tell us about Juneteenth. So can you fill us in on all the amazing activities and fun festivities going down at the this is it 4 days? I think he was. And tell us about each day that's going to be going down at the Juneteenth Experience.
Yes, Juneteenth this year. We have rebranded it. First of all, my name is Landon Green, and I am I'm happy to be the president of the Freedom Groups, and we are the new governing nonprofit organization that is basically governing over Juneteenth now. And what we've done, first of all, we have opened it up and we've rebranded it as the Juneteenth Experience. And with the mindset that eventually we would love to unite the whole Central Valley, where we have all the Juneteenths in the area from Bakersfield on down the corridor and here in the Valley, where we're all, the Juneteenth experience can be anywhere. Juneteenth Bakersfield, Juneteenth Madera, and whatnot. But here in the city of Fresno, in this lovely city, we now have 4 festive days, which we are really super excited about. Our experience starts on June 19th, and basically we're going to be at City Hall for the flag raising and whatnot. That gets started about 11:30 at City Hall. And then, after that, we raise the flag up. We're going to go for the first time in its inception. We're going to be celebrating Juneteenth over at River Park on the north side of town. And we're very, very, very happy to be that. There's a beautiful sister over there by the name of Melanie, and she's been doing a great work with the arts program over there and running that for River Park. And we partnered with her, Be Awesome, and we are coming in there and we're doing a Juneteenth experience like no other. We have Donna G. Sells, we got the big stage, we have a wine and sip garden. We're going to have we have like 50 plus vendors that are all going to be celebrating Juneteenth. And what's great is that for main entertainment, we actually have Club Nouveau coming. Woo! And so they're going to be singing
Why You Treat Me So Bad.
There you go, and Lean On Me.
Lean On Me, okay.
And Rumors and whatnot.
Yes.
And what's great about it is that it's a free show. Okay. So it's wonderful. So we're asking everybody to bring the families out and let's just come and have fun. You know what I mean? And look at some art, because it's art hop at the same time, and taste some wine for those that drink, and let the kids play, and let's just be. And let's celebrate freedom. And then the next day is Friday, and we're going to be out at the Vision View, which I like to call the new Black Mecca of Fresno. You know what I mean? And what's great is that Dr. V over there, she's done a wonderful job with organizing and managing that campus. But we've got the biggest and the baddest boots on the ground competition.
Boots on the ground.
So what I love about this is that we have different groups that have all been doing boots on the ground, this new phenomenon dance that's sweeping the nation. Mm-hmm. And we've gotten everybody together from all over the city. And everybody's coming together for the great big competition. We're going to do best hat, biggest fan, but most bedazzled boots. The smoothest, who can put the most stank on their move.
Yeah.
And looks like we're gonna have a mechanical bull out there and let everybody ride and see who really can ride. Yes. And whatnot. So we're gonna take it back. So Boots on the Ground is gonna be really fun. We're gonna have a wine and sip garden there too, and lots of vendors, lots of food, and we're branding that as more so like the grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? A chance for you to leave the kids at home and come on out and spread your wings. And then Saturday, we ain't gonna get no rest, because Saturday is our main day, and it starts with a parade. We're gonna start a parade. We're gonna rally over at the Fresno Metro Black Chamber. They're on Fulton Street, 1600 Fulton Street. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing is we got a parade. And what's great is Bruce Hood and his card club. We got all the classic cards. We got the cheerleaders. We've got some Fresno State athletes. We've got a bunch of people that are plugging in. But one of the best things about the parade this year is we're happy to partner with the Prince Hall Masons. And what we've done is we've issued out a proclamation throughout the Central Valley inviting every abled Black man, Black father, Black professional to show up and march down the streets of Fresno in solidarity with us to just simply be,
Come out. please. This is awesome.
And since this is after Father's Day, we just want to be seen because it's time for us as men to man up, and it's time for us to stand up for our communities.
Yes.
And they say the black man is disappearing, so we want to do our own version of the Million Man March. So we want to invite every man and every man of color. Just come on down and march with us, and we're going to march all the way down. For the first time ever, Juneteenth will be celebrated at the Fresno Convention Center. So at 848 M Street, we will be at the Fresno Convention Center, and we have wonderful things planned. And one of the biggest attractions is we're going to have a Black Greek takeover. We have the Divine Nine coming to Fresno, California. So that's all of the historic Black colleges. They're coming. We're going to have College Row. They're going to take over, and then they're going to do the stroll-off. They're going to do a stroll-off competition and whatnot, the sororities against the sororities and the fraternities against the fraternities. We're going to give away $2,000 in scholarship money. And the winners of the stroll-off, basically 1,000 and 1,000, are going to go to scholarships of their choosing and whatnot. So we're really happy about that. But it don't stop there.
It don't stop
and
there.
And then as soon as they get done, we got Digital Underground. So basically we will be doing the Humpty Hump up in there on Saturday night. So we're really excited about that. That's going to be great. Money B and the new Humpty, young Humpty, will be in town on Saturday. June 21st.
June 21st.
Lots of vendors, lots of fun, lots of food, lots of education. Oh, and don't let me leave one thing out. Early Saturday morning, we have 30 slots available because Access Capital we're hosting a Train the Trainer event. And that basically to show you how to get ready, your credit, all the different things that we need to have our businesses grow and whatnot. They are doing this for free. So they got 30 slots, and the slots are filling up, but it's not too late if you want to get in. And what it is, it's a program designed that you come and get the knowledge, and then you take it back to your organization. You take it back to your church. You take it back to your business, and you train others and whatnot. So they're going to give away all the tools. And you get a certificate of completion and the whole shot. And these are the things. So it's not just about dancing and singing. It's also about making sure that our businesses and our community are financially literate. So we want to thank Tate Hill and his group for helping us and actually coming through with the partnership to provide that. So these are, in the networking opportunity. It's just going to be immense because everybody who's somebody, all the big sponsors are going to be there, and we're just going to have a great time. And then, in conclusion to the Juneteenth experience is going to be the next day, which is Sunday. And what we're doing is we're doing Black Family Day, aka the family reunion. And what happens there, and we're really excited because Pastor Bruce Hood and Feed My Sheep Ministries, we've partnered with them. And then from 10 to 12, we're going to have enough food there to feed 1,000 families. They're going to pull up a great big semi, and we're going to be giving away food.
Yes.
And what he said, Landon, I have a card, and we're going to Winco, and we're going to charge, and we're going to spend about $8,000 to $10,000, and we're going to pull the semi up, and we're going to feed families. So if you're hungry and you need to fill that pantry up at home, you need to come out to Black Family Day. Now, the other thing about Black Family Day is we are going to praise the Lord because we're having a gospel extravaganza, a church without walls. So we're going to praise the Lord, and we're going to have church. And we're gonna have some choirs and some praise dancing, and we're gonna give it up to our Father and whatnot, and make sure that we give him his recognition on that day. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna transform later on that day as we get into the evening time, and we're gonna talk about Black excellence, and we're gonna talk about Black music and whatnot. And what better way to do that than the sisters have really, I commend you, because in the Black community, you guys have been the Black bone for a long time. And that's why our march is so important for the Black man to stand up. But sisters, it's all about female empowerment that evening there at Black Family Day. So what did we do? Well, we said, well, wait a minute. if we're going to do female empowerment, we want to bring one of the baddest female bands in the history of R&B, and that is Climax. So they're going to come, and the men will be all pausing and whatnot, and I got a meeting in the ladies' room and whatnot, and their whole show now is all about female empowerment.
That's right.
So what we want to do is they're going to grace the stage and so graciously come and perform for us that evening. So that is this year's Juneteenth Experience. And what's great about that is the fact that all our shows are free, and we're trying to bring the community out. Now, what is missing and what we don't want to be missing is us.
That's
It's
right.
time for us to come together as one community. It's time for us to mend whatever disagreements we have with one another, and whatnot. And it's time for us to come together and really celebrate freedom. That's why this year's theme is Freedom Amplified. Because what we want you to do is we want you to turn it up. We want you to come and amplify that freedom, because that's what Juneteenth really is. It's a celebration of freedom. You know what I mean? And can you imagine, just for a moment, that if you've been a slave, if you have been a slave all of your life, and you've worked the fields, and you were just born, that's how you were, that you were born in that. And then one day that the cavalry shows up and they say, "You free." Can you imagine what that must have felt like?
Oh, I know it must have felt good.
And can you imagine the celebration and the celebratory and the moment of just when you wrap your mind around, like, you mean we don't have to do this anymore? Now, we know that, because hindsight is 20/20, and we can look back that there were more other struggles for our people. But to be free, in that moment. And then what did a lot of them do? The moment they found out that they were free, in that instance, they left those plantations. And what did they do? They left in search for what? Family. That's why Black Family Day has to come after Juneteenth, because we went to search for the loved ones that we had lost, that had been sold off, and the families that had been broken up and whatnot. And for so long, our people have been plagued by this and whatnot. And it's time for us to unite, and it's time to find family. And if you can't find family, you know what? Let's make family.
That's
You know what I mean? Because we're all connected in some shape, form, or fashion. We're connected through our struggle, but we are resilient people, that I know. So what we're asking you to do, and what the Freedom Groups is doing, is we're asking you guys to lock arms with us this year. Let's do something that's never been done in Fresno. Let's really super come together, and let's heighten this whole experience. And let this be the foundation year, that we turn the corner and we do some magnificent things that this city has never seen before. And let's band together and stay together, and let's usher in a whole new wave of possibilities of what we can do, because we can do anything together.
That's
and
right.
that is the Juneteenth Experience.
That's right.
Yes.
We want all you guys to come out and support this wonderful, wonderful event that's going to be happening. It starts on Thursday, June the 19th, which is my mother's birthday, and it's going to end Sunday, June 22nd. Am I correct? And we're going to have everything posted on the commercials so you guys can see it. And we also will, after the show, when we end it, we're going to have some special things that's going to be said about it each day and what's going to happen each day, so you guys can get a glimpse of it before we completely end the show. But thank you so much, Mr. Green. We are looking forward to coming out and celebrating with you. And all you men, please come together. We need to do this here in Fresno. Let's show that we're changing and we're trying to bring people together and come together as a community. All my brothers, everybody, my uncles, my whoever, we want you to come out. Come out and let's join this march.
Amen.
And it's going to be awesome. All right, we're going to be back with our last segment. We're cooking with Miss P. She got something delicious for us. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Love CMAC but don't have all the channels on your TV? CMAC is now available on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and it's always free. Watch any of the 3 channels whenever you want with the power of your remote. Got an Apple TV? You can stream CMAC live or on demand using the free CMAC app. On the home screen, open the App Store. Now search CMAC. The CMAC app will pop up. You can download the app, and that's it. Got a Roku TV? Using the main menu on the left, go to Streaming Channels. From here, go to Search Channels. Type CMAC, and the CMAC channel will pop up. Download it, and that's it. Have a new Fire TV? On the home screen, just click on the search icon in the top left corner and search CMAC, or use the microphone and say CMAC. The CMAC app will pop up, select it, and download the app. That's it. You'll be able to stream CMAC live or watch your favorite programs on demand. For the latest updates, follow us on social media or check out cmac.tv. Happy streaming.
Let's give a warm welcome back to Miss P. Now, hold on. Let's wait. Before we start anything, can we please show the delicious plate of food? They said tilted a little bit. All right. Look at this egg. It looks like egg rolls, chicken, and some rice with bacon and everything in it. Oh my goodness. Miss P, what you done did? What you done hooked up this time?
I made, actually the wings are like a jalapeno pepper type, but it's not spicy or anything. It's just give it a nice little kick, but it's not spicy. And then I made a Vietnamese egg rolls, so it has like glass noodles, pork, vegetables, and everything in there, and whole bunch of different sauces. You know, and then my egg and bacon fried rice with the sweet chili sauce on the side.
Ooh, it's good.
I hope you guys enjoy it.
I am.
Me too.
Kiki, tell me what you think, girl.
Es muy delicioso.
Oh, I thank you very much.
And what about this right here? This is good the sauce.
That's the sweet chili sauce, ma'am.
Girl.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what about the diet. What you work coming over here?
Well, this is good. I ain't playing with you. Show me how to cook this.
This is absolutely delicious.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No, I said I need to know how to cook this.
Huh?
It's easy.
I believe it.
So,
all I can say is it smells really good.
Oh, thank you.
okay, I would like to thank Miss P for coming back and cooking up a storm, and we appreciate you so much for everything that you do.
Thank you.
We like to thank, he left, but Mr. Landon Green for coming and educating us about what's going to be going on, the festivities and activities that's going to be going on for the Juneteenth program. And guess what? Let's Talk is going to be there all 4 days, filming, doing exclusive interviews, and we want all the graduates to call who want to be interviewed at this experience. And I'll tell you what day and time. Get on the Facebook, inbox me, and we'll go from there. I'll put something up for you guys too. So don't forget the Juneteenth Experience. We want everybody to come out. We want you all to come for that march, especially we need to stand up, Fresno. We need to stand up. And thanks everybody for tuning in today. Don't forget to catch us Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. on Channel 93, Xfinity, AT&T Uverse, Channel 99. And you can also find us on our YouTube channel, Let's Talk DM Entertainment, and Facebook and Twitter. Don't miss out on the Juneteenth Experience. I have to tell you that again. It's going to be a blast. Live entertainment, food, dancing, singing, 4 days of fun. Let's come out, celebrate this amazing time in our culture with our community, making more what? Unforgettable memories. Here in Fresno, we're going to show y'all how to do the boots on the ground. Where them fans at? Hey, where them fans at? We're going to show y'all how to do it. And who going to ride the bull before we go? Me? Who going to ride the bull?
Me.
I might sit on the little bit. I might do it.
I fell off already.
All right, see you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.